Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0 in a game, that was very, very feisty and entertaining. It's a big win for Newcastle, after just battering Manchester United 3-0 midweek. They get this win here tonight in the Premier League. They're on good form, Newcastle, back-to-back wins against, you would say big teams, but no, good win for Newcastle, and I think they did deserve it in the end. I think, yes, Arsenal had a lot of possession, they were probing, but Newcastle held out, and, I think Jamal Lascelles, I've questioned him, but I think he deserves a lot of plaudits because of the captain's performance from Jamal Lascelles tonight, in my opinion. He stood up there, and was the leader of that team, stood up for his players because, like I said, it was a feisty game. Tackles were going in left, right and centre. I worried for Newcastle when Botman got injured because it was like, who've they got? But I think Jamal Lascelles came into this team and been very, very good for them, and they've not really missed Botman. Newcastle now to 6th in the Premier League table, 4 points behind Arsenal. So a big win for them. But for Arsenal, back-to-back defeats. Obviously got destroyed by West Ham in the Carabao Cup, and they've lost here today. And I just don't really think Arsenal showed up today. I think just didn't really create any clear-cut chances. Like I said, they had a lot of possession, but if you're not creating chances and scoring, possession means nothing. We've had a lot of incidents in this game, in my opinion, and we're going to get right into them now. Starting off, nearing the end of the first half, Gameras elbows Jorginho in the back of the head. It's a red card, in my opinion. This I am amazed, baffled at how VAR has missed this. I don't know how they missed it. Like, Gameras should get sent off. He elbows Jorginho in the back of the head. Is it football or UFC? Do you know what I mean? So basically now you can just go up to someone and just elbow them in the head. Like, is that really what we're saying? Like, because surely VAR would have checked that. Like, he literally elbows him. You see it on the replay. I'm amazed he got away with that, Bruno Gameras. And he really should have seen red. And, if that happens, the game completely changes. Newcastle down to 10 men. 10v11, Arsenal probably win. But VAR missed it. And then, start of the second half, Havertz got away with one as well. Havertz obviously was booked in the first half for a really bad tackle on, I forgot who it was. That one was a yellow card, and he got rightfully booked, Kai Havertz, for that tackle. But at the start of the second half, he's rash, makes a late tackle, clips the Newcastle player, and that should be a second yellow as well. So in my opinion, there should have been 2 red cards in that game, 1 for each team. But they've missed him, and he kept it 11v11. And I always thought when it was 11v11, Newcastle were gonna, because they were the home team, I thought they would push Arsenal a little bit, and they did, and they managed to get that goal. I did say Newcastle would win this game, and they did win. And the goal is very lucky. So it's a scrappy. Well, not lucky. It's just scrappy. It's a scrappy goal. A ball gets played to Joe Winton over the top. Gabriel completely misses his kick. Completely misses the ball, and it plays into Murphy, I think it is, who has a shot, and across Raya, and the ball stays in play. And Willock, you think the ball's going to go out, it's roll out for a throw-in or a goal kick, but Willock chases it down brilliantly, keeps it in play, just about. Cross comes in, over Raya. Is there a push by Joelinton into the back of Gabriel? The VAR didn't seem to think so. Neither did I. I don't think it was a foul. And then Anthony Gordon's there to lash it in into an empty net, basically. And VAR had a long look at it. A really long time to look at it. Again, it's embarrassing. It should not take that long. If it's taken that long, give the goal. And I know they gave the goal eventually, but there needs to be a quicker process with VAR. And, it needs to be better handled as well. I think the people running it are an absolute joke. They haven't got a clue what they're doing. But, they checked if the ball went out of play, which, in my opinion, I thought the ball did go out of play. I thought it was going to be like another United-Brighton moment, but apparently the ball stayed in. And then they checked for the foul, which wasn't a foul, and then they checked for the offside, which wasn't offside. Gordon scores, and it's a big goal for Anthony Gordon. Because I think a lot of people have judged him, me as well, about him not being very good and him being very, very, very average. And I do think he is average, but that goal could, really give him quite a lot of confidence. And yes, it was a tap-in, but, it was in the right place at the right time. And then Newcastle just sat back, defended after they got that goal and defended really well. And Arsenal just couldn't break them down. So I can't remember an Arsenal clear-cut opportunity. And I just, props to the Newcastle defence for doing that because, Arsenal had a lot of the ball, a lot of possession, especially after Newcastle scored, But, the Newcastle just held that low block. They couldn't break it, Arsenal, and it's a huge win for Newcastle. Arsenal, disappointing. I just don't think they did enough, if I'm being honest. Newcastle didn't play great either, but they just got that moment, they just got that moment of bit of fortune, I would say, to get them over the line and to get the win. But no, it was a feisty game, a very enjoyable game, very entertaining in my opinion. The watch along we did for it was brilliant, probably one of the best watch alongs I've done so far. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like, please subscribe, turn on notifications as well, and yeah, I'll catch you later.